Got you. I'm two. Here's a full 4,500-ish word library of repeatable nightly scripts you can record and play on rotation. They're all built around the same subconscious training loop: calm, identity, tiny, tomorrow behavior. 10-second end scene, proof feeling, sleep. Pick from one script per night. Script 2A, the steady builder. Tonight I release the belief that I have to feel ready in order to begin. I release the belief that motivation must come first. I release the belief that I need a perfect mood to make progress. I soften my body. My shoulders drop. My jaw relaxes. My breath slows down. I let today be done. Now I choose the simplest truth. Consistency is not a personality trait. Consistency is a loop, and I can run a loop. I am becoming a steady builder. I don't need to do everything. I only need to do the next right step often enough that my subconscious starts to expect it. I speak to my subconscious gently and clearly now. I am the kind of person who starts small and stays steady. I am the kind of person who returns to the plan without drama. I am the kind of person who follows through in calm, repeatable steps. If my mind tries to argue, I don't debate. I set a soft boundary, not useful. Later, I return. My subconscious is learning a new normal. Starting is safe, continuing is safe, finishing is normal. I picture tomorrow as simple. I see myself sitting down to work. Nothing heroic, just real. I feel a tiny bit of resistance show up, like a familiar door I've opened 1,000 times. And I smile because I know what to do. I exhale once. I relax my jaw. I choose one task, one file, one next step. I do not scatter. I do not spiral. I begin. I begin with a small step on purpose because small is repeatable and repeatable becomes automatic. I see myself doing 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes. I don't negotiate with my mind. I don't demand inspiration. I just begin. 2 minutes is my entry point. 2 minutes is my proof. 2 minutes is my vote for a new identity. And then I keep going if I want. And if I stop with dignity because the rep is complete. I feel the quiet pride of follow through. I feel the relief of motion. I feel my nervous system settling because I'm not fighting myself. I am training trust. I keep promises to myself in small sizes. That is how self trust is built. That is how consistency is built. That is how goals are reached. Now I picture the end of tomorrow's work session. I close my laptop calmly. I exhale. I feel satisfied because I did what I said I would do. I hear my inner voice say, "That counts. That is me. I follow through." My subconscious absorbs that as proof. Tonight I sleep as a steady builder. Tonight I sleep as someone who starts. Tonight I sleep as someone who returns. And tomorrow I will do the next right step, small, calm, and real. A script 2B, the 2-minute rule. Tonight I stop making progress complicated. I stop demanding big moods, big energy, big certainty. I return to the smallest possible rule that creates a new life. 2 minutes. I soften my body. I slow my breathing. I relax my face. 2 minutes is easy enough to do. 2 minutes is powerful enough to change me. 2 minutes is repeatable, and repeatable is how my subconscious learns. My subconscious does not need a lecture. My subconscious needs repetition. So I install a simple program. When I sit down to work tomorrow, I will do 2 minutes of the next right step. That is the whole deal. That is the entire plan, not 10 minutes, not a perfect routine, not a flawless day. 2 minutes. If I do more, great. If I do only two, that still counts because it's training. I am the kind of person who keeps small promises. I am the kind of person who starts even when I don't feel like it. I am the kind of person who proves consistency daily. If my mind says, 2 minutes is nothing, I answer calmly, 2 minutes is identity. 2 minutes is momentum. 2 minutes is the start of a different life. I picture the trigger moment, the exact moment I usually drift. I see myself about to open a distracting tab, about to check something, about to postpone. And then I remember 2 minutes. I exhale once. I relax my jaw. I open my real work. I do the next right step for 2 minutes. I let the timer do the thinking. I let the timer do the convincing. I let the timer do the training. When the timer ends, I pause. I notice something important. I'm fine. I didn't collapse. I didn't get overwhelmed. I started. Starting is safe. That is a new subconscious lesson. I feel the tiny pride of keeping my word. I feel my nervous system soften. I feel the quiet confidence that comes from doing what I said I'd do. Now I picture the end scene. I close my laptop after my 2-minute rep. I take one slow sip of water. I exhale. I feel calm satisfaction. I hear myself say, I kept my promise. I'm the kind of person who starts. This is how my brain changes, one repeatable rep at a time. Tonight I sleep with the 2-minute rule inside me. Tomorrow I run it, and the day after that, I run it again. I am not chasing a goal. I am installing a pattern, and patterns change lives. Script 2C, the finish something. Loop. Tonight, I release the identity of starter. I step into the identity of finisher. I soften my shoulders. I relax my jaw. I breathe slowly. I don't need to finish everything. I need to finish something. My subconscious becomes confident when it experiences completion. Completion teaches I can trust myself. I don't leave myself hanging. I make things real. So tonight, I install a finishing loop. Tomorrow, I will choose one small finish line that I can cross. It might be one draft completed, one listing posted, one email sent, one page written, one file organized, one task closed. Small finish lines matter because they are repeatable. Repeatable completion becomes identity. I am the kind of person who finishes one thing at a time. I am the kind of person who closes loops. I am the kind of person who becomes more consistent through completion. I picture tomorrow, I sit down and I choose a finish line before I do anything else. I decide what done means for today. I do not keep moving the goalpost. I do not punish myself with endless standards. I define a finish line and I cross it. I see myself working calmly. One task, one direction. I feel the temptation to start something new. And I smile because I recognize that pattern. Not today. Today I finish. I return to the one task. I close the loop. I check it off. And then something changes in my body. I feel lighter. I feel satisfied. I feel trust. My subconscious records the proof. Finishing is what we do. I picture the end scene. I'm standing up from my desk, calm. My workspace looks slightly clearer. My mind feels quieter because something is complete. I hear myself say, I finish things. That is who I am now. My subconscious accepts this identity because it has evidence. Tomorrow I will cross one finish line. I will close one loop. I will become more consistent through completion. Tonight I sleep as a finisher. Script 2D, consistency without pressure. Tonight I stop trying to change through pressure. Pressure creates rebellion. Pressure creates burnout. Pressure creates avoidance. I choose consistency through gentleness. I soften my body. I slow my breath. I relax the muscles around my eyes. I speak to my subconscious like someone I love. Firm, kind, steady. We are not doing all or nothing anymore. We are not doing perfect or quit. We are not doing one bad day means I'm back to zero. We are doing steady. I am the kind of person who returns. I am the kind of person who keeps going after imperfect days. I am the kind of person who builds progress calmly. If I miss a day, I do not make it a story about who I am. I make it a normal human moment. And then I return. Return is the skill. Return is the identity. Return is the win. Tomorrow, I will give myself a small, doable plan. I will do one small step in the morning or midday, just one. I will not wait for a mood. I will not wait for certainty. I will not wait for the day to feel right. I will do the next right step anyway. I picture myself doing it. I feel the tiny resistance. I respond with kindness. Of course, there is resistance. This is new, and I can do new things in small sizes. I exhale. I begin 2 minutes, one page, one upload, one paragraph, one message, and then I allow myself to feel proud. Quietly, I'm not proud because I did something huge. I'm proud because I kept my word. My subconscious learns consistency is safe, consistency is kind, consistency is normal. I picture the end scene. I close my laptop gently. I stretch my hands. I feel calm satisfaction. I hear my inner voice say, You returned. That counts. That is enough for today. Tomorrow I will return again and again and again. This is how my life changes, not by force, but by steady repetition. Tonight I rest. Script T, focus is a boundary. Tonight I release scattered energy. I release open loops. I release the habit of trying to do everything at once. I breathe slowly. I soften my shoulders. I relax my jaw. My subconscious loves clarity. So I install a new rule. Tomorrow I work in one direction. I am the kind of person who chooses one focus and stays with it. I am the kind of person who protects my attention. I am the kind of person who finishes more because I scatter less. When my mind tries to open extra tabs, I set a boundary. Not now. One thing. When my mind tries to jump to another project, I set a boundary. Later. One thing. Focus is not restriction. Focus is freedom. Focus is calm. Focus is how I actually make progress. I picture myself tomorrow. I sit down. I choose one task. I close everything else. I let the simplicity soothe my nervous system. I feel the urge to check, to browse, to evaluate. I exhale. I return to the task. I do 10 minutes of focused work, just 10. I give my subconscious a clean experience. This is what safe progress feels like. I picture the end scene. My desk is calm. My mind is calm. I have moved one thing forward. I hear myself say, I protect my attention. I make progress from focus. This is who I am. Tomorrow, one direction. Tonight, rest. Script 2F. Recovery after a missed day. Tonight, I let go of the old pattern. Miss a day. Shame, spiral, avoid, quit. That pattern ends here. I soften my body. I slow my breathing. I relax my jaw. I'm human. I'm allowed to have imperfect days. I'm allowed to have low energy days. I'm allowed to wobble. And I am also the kind of person who returns. Return is the real skill. So tonight I install the return loop. If I miss a day, I return the next day with one small step. No drama, no punishment, no restart speeches, just one small step. Tomorrow I will do a 2-minute rep, even if it's messy, even if it's small, even if I don't feel ready. I picture myself tomorrow morning. I feel the temptation to think, what's the point? I exhale. I answer calmly. The point is identity. The point is return. The point is self-trust. I do 2 minutes. I prove to myself that I come back, and then I feel something shift, relief, steadiness, dignity. My subconscious learns. Missing a day is not danger. Missing a day is not identity. Returning is identity. I picture the end scene. I finish my small rep. I check it off. I feel calm pride. I hear myself say, I came back. That's who I am. Tonight I sleep without shame. Tomorrow I return. Script 2G, the I ship. Loop. Tonight, I release perfection as a requirement. Perfection is a moving target. Perfection creates delay. Perfection creates fear. I soften my body. I slow my breath. I relax my face. I choose a better identity. I ship. I publish. I finish version 1. I am the kind of person who produces and improves. I am the kind of person who learns through shipping. I am the kind of person who lets good enough count. Tomorrow, I create something imperfect on purpose, a draft, a version 1, a rough outline, a simple listing, a basic post. I do not wait until it feels perfect. I do not wait until I feel certain. I make it real. I picture tomorrow. I sit down. I create. I finish a rough version. I feel the urge to tweak forever. I exhale. I set a boundary. Version 1 is done. I save it. I schedule it. I upload it. I close the loop. And then I feel something powerful. Freedom. My subconscious learns. Output is safe, being seen is safe, progress is safe. I picture the end scene. I close my laptop after shipping something. I exhale. I smile softly. I hear myself say, I ship. That's how I win. Tonight I rest. Tomorrow I ship. Script 2H, the daily proof script. Tonight, I remember the rule that changes everything. My subconscious believes what I can prove. So tonight I collect proof. I soften my body. I slow my breath. I relax my jaw. Proof does not need to be big. Proof needs to be real. Proof needs to be repeatable. Tomorrow I will collect 3 proofs. Proof 1, I start. Proof 2, I stay with one thing for 10 minutes. Proof 3, I finish a small loop. I picture myself doing that. I sit down. I exhale. I start. I stay with one task. I protect my attention. I let the simplicity calm me. And then I finish a small loop, one task. One upload, one message, one page. I feel the calm pride of evidence. Tomorrow night I will write one sentence. Proof. I did what I said I would do. That single sentence is powerful because it trains identity. I am the kind of person who keeps promises to myself. I am the kind of person who builds goals through repeatable proof. I am the kind of person who becomes consistent naturally because it is my normal now. Tonight I sleep with proof already forming in my mind. Tomorrow I collect it. How to use these. If you want a clean weekly rhythm, Night 1, 2A steady builder. Night 2, 2B, 2-minute rule. Night 3, 2C, finish something. Night 4, 2D consistency without pressure. Night 5, 2E focus is a boundary. Night 6, 2F recovery after missed day. Night 7, 2G I ship. Bonus nights, 2H daily proof whenever you want extra reinforcement.